Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Mac. This is Let's Play Oxygen Not Included. In the last episode we finally did it! We found our way to Stinkerland. It's not pretty, but it has to be done. We found our sister asteroid, and once we dig down to the bottom of this place we're going to find a lot of oil. The important footnote on the oil biome: it's super hot. Any duplicant that hits hot enough to hurt duplicants just by trying to enter it. So we don't want to try and get into it straight away, but rather try and establish a little foothold before we start trying to conquer this asteroid like we have for Toluna. Oh, pickled meal. Yeah, we should probably store that, shouldn't we? Oh, someone's playing music quite loudly apparently, because it's not in the game. I also threw together a little bit of a slapdash metal refinery for this ice biome. It won't be an ice biome for long with all the heavy machinery running in it, but it will at least give us a way to make some steel without having to overheat one of our less viable areas, I guess. Yeah, we've got plans. We do have our food under control, but that doesn't mean that we're in easy territory yet. We still have to keep our other forms. Our base isn't fully self-sustainable yet. To get it self-sustainable, we actually have to get our hands on oil, which is why pushing into this asteroid is so important. We don't have to worry about Liam. Well, I guess we don't have to worry too much about Liam's lack of cleanliness, because I made sure to bring an iron gut digger in specifically so he could handle this biome. Actually, what's this? This is a carbon dioxide geyser. It does have use bringing the temperature down because it is going to bring in some extremely cold carbon dioxide. The downside is that carbon dioxide isn't very good at transferring heat, so really if we're going to use it, we might as well use it for something you actually use carbon dioxide for, and that requires access to an entirely different resource that isn't on either of these planets. We do have a working exosuit forge though, so... Oh, hello! Ah! Alright. But as I was saying, I should probably start making an Atmos suit or two. But I don't know whether I want to keep them for here for some of the high temperature work, or if I want to ship them over and because the thing is, Atmos suits, they need oxygen to function. It's not a perfect this won't function without oxygen, it's more a this duplicant can't breathe. It has its own store of oxygen that'll slowly deplete as the duplicant inhales it. The thing is, you have to have a way to get the oxygen into it. And if we want to do that, actually what we need to do is we need to get scientists to have a look at this supply teleporter. Okay, so when it... right before it stops being Liam's break, that's when we're going to get his friend out, or... wait, no. Actually, no, we want to get his friend out right now, so it's time to save Scum. Oh, there's some safety instructions included in the operating systems of this cryotank. Do not leave the contents of the Cryotank 3000 unattended unless an apocalyptic disaster has left you no choice. Ensure that it has enough battery power to remain active for at least 6,000 years. Do not attempt to defrost the contents while it is submerged in molten lava. Use only a qualified gravitas cryotank repair facility to repair your cryotank. Attempting to service the device yourself will void the warranty. Do not put food into the cryotank. It is not a refrigerator. Do not allow children to play in the cryotank. It is not a toy. While the cryotank is able to withstand a nuclear blast, Graphitas and its subsidiaries are not responsible for what may happen in the resulting nuclear fallout. Wait at least 5 minutes after being unfrozen from cryotank before operating through heavy machinery. Each cryotank is only good for one use. So yeah, I saved because we get no choice in who comes out, but it's randomized. Somewhat. Oh no, not another Steve! We already have a Steve. I'm worried about what these loading screens might be doing to my recording. Okay, defrost the friend again. I don't mind so much in what positive traits he gets or what interests we get out of this cryotank, but I don't want to deal with absolutely awful negative traits like bottomless stomach or mouth breather. Ellie. Liam was successful in thawing Ellie, and this encounter has filled both duplicants with a sense of hope, something they will desperately need to keep their morale up when facing the dangers ahead. Do we have an Ellie? No, you are new. You like rocketry, tidying, and decorating. You have bottomless stomach and shabby dresser, in exchange for ancient knowledge. The bottomless stomach makes me wince on the inside. But honestly, I feel like safe scumming for anything more is a bit greedy. Yeah, I think that unfortunately ancient knowledge will eat up what could have been positive traits. Anyway, Ellie, you are on the morning shift. No, actually you can have the night shift. But your job is to tidy everything, so... Liam is a digger and a builder. Your job is tidying, life support, but we want to focus onto life support right now because we need to disinfect everything. And actually you should probably turn on your ability to eat that as well. Oh dear, I hope I didn't invalidate the achievement because I didn't catch the new food. Okay, I want to grab someone new. Who can I grab? What I really want, I like the Iron Gut, but what I really want is Iron Gut that that comes on rocketry now. I already have a duplicant for that, but if I can get one that doesn't have yokel, but does like rocketry, and even better, if I can get one with rocketry and science interests, that's a major boost. But until that point, I don't think Amari is really our type, but Amari does have a stress reaction that I've never seen before. Now, if we look at others, Quinn is sort of an odd jobs girl. We have rocketry, cooking, and decorating interests. You start off with critter ranching, and you have green thumb. I am sort of interested in getting a farming focused duplicant because that's a job that we don't have as of yet. Whereas Camille could turn into a builder at some point. You can't do any decorating errands at all, and you have a decrease in husbandry, but you do have quick learner. And that's actually kind of tempting. This Camille loves anything that makes her feel nostalgic, including things that haven't aged well. And now we have 3 people on every shift. Ellie starts off with 3 skill points because she came out of the Cryotank, which is nice. But we don't have anywhere for her to get skill ups. And here's the thing. If I'm going to build the mini pod, I want to build it right in the right place. So I think I might hollow out this area below here to act as a copy of our previous Great Hall. Oh hello, Liam ran out of things to do. In which case, let's build a little bit further up and dig across. Let's try and get our hands on some granite so that when the time comes we can make use of that, but also set this for metal ore. I feel like this is working well, and I should actually address this because I sort of glossed over it. There's a reason why I can't just send a duplicant back and forth and sort of make it their day job to spend it following out the asteroid. It's because there's a time cooldown of 5 cycles. So while we could send someone through, do some work and send them back, they can only do that once every 5 cycles. And that's kind of counterproductive. We want someone who can just stick around and keep doing their job. Oh dear, these Paku. The problem with this biome is that it's a lot of mud and polluted water. Mud behaves like sand, that is, it falls to the lowest point. But if we switch on the organic, you can see there's more than a fair share of mud and more than a fair share of liquid. So it's actually very hard to hollow out a place to make safe. But there's also there's all this polluted dirt. That's its own problem because it means that it's hard to build a little carbon sink trap to store all your food in, because chances are it's going to be right on the line of the polluted dirt. You have to replace the polluted dirt with some proper rock and then find somewhere else to store it so it isn't messing up your carbon trap. We also need to try and get at the food, but Actually, I think I take back what I said earlier. I think I want to build my base towards the top of the planetoid, even though that means that it's closer to the radioactive sun. The radioactive satellite. I think that this is a safest spot to start setting up shop. Although, I think actually what I should do is what I usually do for this asteroid, and just store all the food in a carbon sink in the ice biome, because it's going to be full of these wheezeworts. It's definitely not going to have the problem of getting too cold, of getting too warm. Oh yeah. Another thing. This swamp chard heart is basically the equivalent of a muckroot. They're incapable of propagating, but they can be harvested for a single and calorie-dense food serving. So is there one in easy access? Oh yeah, we have what I assume is the rust biome. They tend to have naturally occurring squeaky crafts in them, which is nice, but don't expect them to stay that way because chances are they're going to lay a puffed prince egg, and that'll just lay a pufflet. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Actually, wait, what's your lowest temperature available? Okay, so you can survive this super... Slight problem! It didn't say crashed satellite. It said crashed satellites. Yeah, this isn't a safe place for Liam, I'm afraid. His absorbed rad dose is going up sort of high, but not too bad. It gets a lot worse when you get in closer though. Oh, he's run out of jobs. Whoops. Okay, let's just dig a bit further down here. So we can get rid of that Kaku lake to the side here. This is the thing about the swampy biome. It's very unstable. You have to keep a constant watch on it. And of course, what I was also going to do with save scumming. Whose shift is it? It's Catalina's bathroom break, so Catalina, get over here. Reminder, this is cold enough to turn carbon dioxide into puddles on the floor. That's exactly what I wanted to get! Sunny disposition. Aside from giving Catalina here skipping around everywhere she goes, she has a natural negative 20% to her stress per cycle. In space, with minimum morale improving buildings, that is a very powerful bonus. Oh, we also have new skills available, but that's on Ellie, so we can't do it. The thing is, I got Ellie out of the tank very early, But sometimes it can take like, depending on whether I send them back and forth or not is a start, but sometimes it can take many cycles before I feel safe to let them out. Because you have to remember, there's a 5-day limit, so we could send someone in and open the cryotank, but then only one person can get back out, so you have to make sure this whole place is stable. Keep building up, I guess. The thing is, we have to keep the polluted mud in mind. If we dig this out, then we're going to get this slight shower from the falling water. Better not to risk it. On the upside, any food that we store around here is going to be super protected from food poisoning germs. It's just also going to be super protected from us. Yeah, I think I want to block this up with something. Keep the radiation locked away until I feel ready to deal with it. It keeps tricking me. Oh, but by doing all that, we got first teleport of coal. Teleport a duplicant, defrost a friend on the other world. Oh, but poor Hassan got hypothermia. Okay, can you please stop shifting? No, maybe it's just... I do have that achievement, so I shouldn't care. I really shouldn't care. Okay, actually there's a thing that we probably should have been working on a bit earlier. We haven't capped out our research, but we could definitely do with more red bolts in the generator. You can inspect and rummage this for extra databanks and nutrient bars. And we have to keep working on the copper ore because we have two choices here. Heavy wire or conductive wire. I want to make it conductive wire not because of decor, but because I want to connect it outside to a bunch of manual generators. And smart batteries, and that's just not going to work with heavy wire. Oh, actually maybe I should do it with the heavy wire. And that is how you spend more metal than you have. So from now on, why do we have solid carbon dioxide? It isn't really getting cold enough to turn them into little lumps of rock on the ground. But we can always just use the right, this tells us total reserved available, so it's going to tell us that we only have 0 copper available. It's going to keep telling us that until we produce more copper than we have reserved. I could wait for the hatches to start producing the metal that I want. And actually I could also dig down deep here and try and get at the iron, but either way is a bit too long for me. I want to get this metal refinery up and running sooner than that. Okay, Ashken is banned from eating... Ooh, we don't have meat? We don't have enough meat in stock. Alright, it might be criticaling time. I guess you put that there, huh? I guess the episode's about to end, but I have a few things to show first. So, look at how much health a hatch has. 25, not much. Baby stone hatches have 200 health. And it's only going to get worse when they upgrade into smooth hatches, so you have to use drowning traps to get rid of them because you're just not going to be able to get anywhere otherwise. They're more likely to critically injure you than you injure them. And the other thing... mealwood plants produce meal lice, an oddly wriggly grain that can be harvested for food. We aren't harvesting bugs that infest these plants, but it definitely looks like it. either way, until next time, guys, take care. We'll see you all around.